Voiceover. Welcome to the Middle East Weekly Roundup, where we bring you the most important stories from the region. As the world's eyes focus on the Middle East, we delve into the complex web of diplomacy, conflict, innovation and resilience that defines this vibrant region. From the sands of Saudi Arabia to the bustling streets of Egypt, from the tense borders of Israel to the azure waters off the Turkish coast, we bring you the stories that matter. This week, we will be covering a range of topics, from humanitarian aid efforts in Gaza and Egypt to military actions, technological advancements, geopolitical tensions, and business developments. So buckle up and join us on this journey through the Middle East. Story 1. The week began with a ray of hope. United States charity World Central Kitchen, in cooperation with the United Arab Emirates, shipped 200 tons of food to the brink of famine. The shipment, however, was just a drop in the ocean of what is needed. In a significant move, the European Union announced an $8 billion package of aid for Egypt. This comprehensive package, a blend of grants and loans, will be distributed over the next 3 years to the most populous country in the Arab world. Story 2. Meanwhile, Israel continues to flex its military. Since the outbreak of the Syrian civil war in 2011, Israel has launched hundreds of airstrikes on targets in Syria, primarily targeting Iran-backed forces, including militants from Lebanon's Hezbollah movement and Syrian army positions. Story 3. In a leap towards the future, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia now boasts the world's first 3D printed mosque. Sprawling over an area of 5,600 square meters, the mosque, located in the Al Jawara suburb of Jeddah, is a tribute to the late equestrian Abdulaziz Abdullah Shah Batli. A project by Forsan Real Estate, it utilizes cutting-edge 3D printing technology from Guanli. Story 4. Tensions continue to rise in southern Lebanon. Residents and traders accuse Israel of adopting a scorched earth policy, with claims of Israel intentionally destroying residential houses, neighborhoods, industrial and commercial facilities, and blocking public and secondary roads to hinder the arrival of supplies. Story 5. January saw diplomats convene in Oman, with the US side seeking to halt attacks on Red Sea shipping and American bases, and Iran pushing for a Gaza ceasefire. Turkey and Iraq have reached a landmark security deal to crack down on Kurdish militants in the mountains of northern Iraq, marking a significant step in regional cooperation. Story 6. In a tragic incident, 21 migrants, including 5 children, drowned after a boat capsized off the Turkish coast. Their nationalities remain unknown. 2 people were rescued by the Turkish Coast Guard, while another 2 managed to reach safety unaided. Story 7. Finally, in a significant business development, Larsen & Toubro announced a major order for a gas pipeline project in the Middle East region. The scope of work will comprise engineering, procurement, and construction of 2 new pipelines, along with associated work parallel to the existing pipeline corridor. Summary. This week's events in the Middle East have been a blend of hope, tension, innovation, and tragedy. From the much-needed aid to Gaza and Egypt, the ongoing military strikes by Israel, the construction of the world's first 3D printed mosque, to the tragic drowning of migrants off the Turkish coast. As we move forward, we hold on to hope for a more peaceful, prosperous Middle East. Until next week, stay informed. Voiceover. As we conclude, we would like to acknowledge those who made this video possible. This comprehensive and insightful overview of the Middle East was brought to you by Dr. Shubda Chowdhury, a scholar of international relations. Her wealth of knowledge and dedication to sharing it helps us all stay informed. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed is the first step towards understanding and peace. Until next week, stay safe, stay curious, and keep exploring.